Well, how's it going? Just after feeding up the cattle here now. Just after doing up a ration there, after just throwing a hint home here now, and you can see there it's the same mix now as we're using all the way along. Straw. There's the straw there, like silage, the blend, and the rolled barley and the maize meal as well. But the ration is consistent. You can see there all along. That's the same first as last, which is that's a good thing, to be able to keep the ration the same for them. That there's no change in the diet. It keeps them going that bit better. That's the bulls there now. There's only 3 bulls left. You can see there now. I turned that out to them. They got their first share of it, so that's the same. That's one thing about the Keenan feeder, I think, anyway. You get a good mix. That's the same first as last, or it's working out for us here anyway. I can't say anything about the vertical mixers. They're a good mixer too. Like lads were saying, we should have a vertical mixer for, like, we're all bale silage, but with the handler on that one now, and we're chopping the silage that bit finer, it seems to work fairly good for us anyway. But what I took a look at a few vertical mixers there when we were getting that one, and what I didn't like about them was, you know, when you're doing smaller mixes, especially what we're feeding here now, which will be a lot of meal in it, so it's inclined to stay on the spiral. Like to tell you, put in a higher gear, run 100,000 just to shake off that, but that's well and good if you have a newer tractor. But what we have here, like, she's just fixed speed. There is a 1,000 shaft on it as well, but you have to get down and you'd have to change over the PTO shaft on hers, so that's not as simple. But with the Keenan, like, whatever goes in will come out, like, it'll wipe it all out. To be honest, a few spoonfuls left in the bottom of it now, and very happy with the way that's emptying out. But yeah, that's going on here. We feed them every second day, 2-day mix, so it stays fresh. I thought well, now the year hasn't warmed up either. I thought we'd be on a daily, you know, when it gets too warm the mix will go off. But this year, disaster heat-wise anyway, as everyone knows. There's no heat going astray, but it's suiting this job anyway. That's about the only thing. You can get away with your 2-day mix still anyway. But yeah, we'll just take a look at this tank here now. Yeah, just down in the tank here now. We just started tying in the steel here. It's getting hard now to get a run at it now with this weather, but just tying in the steel there to the verticals. The lacers running across there, and just tying them in along, and that'll be the reinforcing steel in the walls, so keep it all tied in. But yeah, we're getting along nicely here now. If we could get the weather to stay ahead, the shutters should be coming, but like everything is held up with the weather elsewhere, so we're waiting. But the next couple of days we should have them get a run on the wall anyway. If we could get the walls done, and the slats left on top of them, we'd be happy enough, and let the walls cure. Then sure, it's 28 days or that, so a month. You leave it sitting for a month then before you can do any great more. So if you get just that far anyway, you'll be happy enough then, and the shed will be a bit quicker. Or, well, you wouldn't be waiting as long anyway to get going on the shed, and we would get on reasonably well then, I'd reckon. Just taking a walk through this all reseed now. Coming on well now, alright, but it's about the only bit of grass that's growing, I think. But yeah, there's a nice cover on it there now, and we're getting a bit of dirt in it there now, so we'll give it I reckon we'll probably give it a weed spray anyway. There's no clover or anything in this, so it doesn't need to be a clover safe spray, so we should be safe enough anyway, and just tidy out any weeds that's there. There's a nice flush of docks coming there, and we've a bit Pasture coming, or Charlock, bit of mayweed and a few things around here. But yeah, we'd give it a lick of spray there, and we'll tidy this up. But yeah, it's coming on nicely there now. Thrown on a bit of fertiliser or a bit of can on it there, so to give it a bit of a boost there. You can sort of see the tracks in it there, and yeah, happy enough with it now. I'm starting the motor along there now. Like, that's one thing about the ryegrass, it'll will come quick once you feed it. It will stay coming. But yeah, that's to sow down there anyway at the minute. These are the few heifers and a couple of bulls that we left out, that we squeezed there. Seem to be doing pretty good. Nice bit of grass there, and fresh bit of grass there for them, and they're happy enough there. We have a cow there as well. She's a calf there. This lad is lame. No growth on his foot. Treated it and a few injections, but hasn't gotten any better for whatever reason it is. I was putting ointment on it as well there. Put a bandage on it and got ointment on it for him as well, but it's just not sorting itself out. Whatever is going to be the outcome of him, I don't know. Just down here checking on the cows now. That's a lovely looking sky behind me now, isn't it? Real summery looking. But yeah, down here now giving a check on these. Just moved them on to a fresh pick there now, so they're happy again for a while. They were making a lot of noise there. But yeah, they're coming on. The calves are doing well now. They are on the creep feeder there now. They're only really getting going there. They're probably eating a bit slack of 2 kilos each. Well, it's like everything, probably some of the bigger lads are eating a bit more, but I think with that advantage feeder, they all get a fair run at it. Like, the big lads can't stay in it; they can only stay for a certain length of time, and it's their tongue their tongue goes dry or something, and they have to head off for a while again before they can get any more. But yeah, these should be happy here now for another couple of days. But what it is, we have them on a block of land here. There's 38 acres in it. We keep moving them from field to field. Like, they don't have the run of the whole thing. Paddock type thing, I suppose you could call it, but it's just the way the fields works out. So yeah, we keep moving, probably to be a couple of days now, the way the growth is at the minute. But sometimes, when it's going well, it gets up to 5 days in a field. So yeah, nice heifer there, that one. She's coming on good there now. She'll be young enough now as well. A few more calves here now coming along. It's another nice heifer there too. And this one, she's a real barrel of a heifer. That's in the feeder there now. You can see the meal where it's falling down in it, where they're eating a bit more probably at that side when it's fell down there. But it's a good job now, I think. Anyway, they're a good tool. Controls the meal to them anyway, so they can't fly down through it. So they seem to be a good job anyway. As I was saying there, like, it controls the meal. They can't really fleece it. And look at, you can't have all these yolks either now. We just have one of them now. We'd like to get probably another one anyway, but that's down the list of priorities there now at the minute, so we'll prod away with the other ones there for the time being. But cheers there this evening now. There's a cool air blowing across there now. I have a t-shirt on me now, and I wouldn't mind having a jumper now at the minute. It's very, very cool there now. The breeze coming across. But look at, but yeah, grass has picked up. The growth has picked up a bit there. Like, we're getting a bit of a cover back now. You wouldn't say it's leaping out over the ditches now or anything, but it has come back a bit. It's not as bad as it was, I think, anywhere with us here. It's has picked up a bit there, like but that cold air there now in the evenings would be slowing it off. But yeah, we can't do anything about that. But look, that's it for this one. As always, give us a subscribe and a like if you like what you see. And look, we'll see you again. Cheerio.